And that started there. Alrighty. Well, we've got another session of the Burning Veil, Starfall Aria. But before we get into any of our recaps, why don't we learn a little bit about who we've got at the table?
Hi, I'm Radiant, and I'm playing Tala, who is a total paladin. Um, and no druid. Sorry, get confused there. Uh, she just spent a entire day or a lot of hours. It felt like entire day. Um, with Lafaga, and learning things about this thing called subtlety. I'm still having issues with it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Freesta. She's an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
Okay. And we will be having Andy join us, played by Lexi. Uh, Andy is a halfling bar whiz who loves food, with a companion, Perry, as her familiar, who is currently an octopus. Uh, unless I don't think I've killed her. I think we got poofed out of the jar last time. But that'll be all for introductions and for a brief recap. Um, Lots of things have been going on. You guys infiltrated a meeting with this cult you have been following, and the situation quickly turned. You fought some figures, one got away after. It is believed that traitors are amidst some of the cult members. They don't seem to have known your true identities, fooled by certain disguises and creative applications of makeup. Um, in the aftermath, there was some investigations. Coordinates had been found, and you had gone to the docks to see if you could perhaps procure a ship. And there was one that drew your attention, a warship that was empty. And as your group uh, traveled inside, consisting of Freesta, Andy, Dell, and Etskiwi, more things happened there. Etskiwi started staring at a wall, unmoving. Andy began to hear something after both Freesta and Andy were deafened, following it to a room, perhaps the captain's quarters, deeper into the ship, and started to stand in the middle of the empty, darkened room, much like Etskiwi, until Freesta rescued her, took her out. About this time, Etskiwi started screaming, and you were all able to leave safely. But back at the Quaking Lily, as you tried to sleep and rest, Freesta, your trance was interrupted as Andy was sleepwalking, ran into the door. As you opened the door and let her walk out, she seemed to be heading out of the restaurant, out of the inn, and in the direction towards the docks, likely towards that ship once more. So you threw pillows to wake up Dell and Tala. No, Dell, yeah, because you knocked over the bottle. Yep. Um. So as Dell and Tala have been made aware, what do you guys do?
What? Er, That? What's going on? Something hit me. Hello?
Follow, follow me.
Okay, okay. All of us, or are we just me? I, okay. I just follow.
Alright. And are you trying to be stealthy as you follow, or are you just following?
Well, she told me to go follow, but be quiet, so I'm gonna go stealthy.
Careful enough to not wake Andy, but I'm not trying to hide, if that makes sense.
I will still ask for a stealth roll on this.
And
Okay. Alright. As your group follows after Andy through the twisting streets with the gentle flow of Solaris beneath your feet, you do come to the docks and can see where Andy is walking upon the warship.
what is that?
The ship.
Are we getting up on there?
Yes.
Okay.
How far back do you want to keep from Andy as she's walking?
Only about 20-30 feet.
Okay. Put you right about there. So, as you watch Andy move up the gangplank, and once she's on the ship, you watch as she moves through the space knowingly. However, I would like Frista and Tala to make me wisdom saving throws.
Created those. 7.
Okay. Frista. Frista.
Oh, damn, I don't like the way you're saying that.
Frista, that's gonna be firstly 11 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
And then
And there's more?
there's more. Feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves as I need to type this out to you.
Oh, great.
So we're gonna go here for. Why is she going back to the ship?
Because she had some weird voices in her head telling her to go to a room, and she said she saw someone or something or both, and then she got kind of pissy that I took her out of there, so, kind of as like a malicious compliance, I'm letting her sleepwalk there. To
Okay.
satisfy curiosity and, teach her a lesson, so. But
Okay.
if she starts to get hurt, we will snap her out of it.
Okay.
I'm also curious. But be careful around this ship. Kiwi started staring at a wall and then just started screaming when we were here a few hours ago, so there's
Oh,
something up. Yeah, it was kind of
So-
funny, but the situation was quite stressful, so
so this is like a cursed ship.
maybe. Not entirely sure.
Should I cast Pass Without a Trace?
Stealth would help us entirely. It's up to
Okay,
you,
I would
though.
like. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do subtle cast of Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Okay, I still have woe.
Right, there's what Freesta experiences. It's not like a constant thing, it's just every so often.
Okay. That's a normal thing to happen.
Yeah, very normal. So. As Andy moves deeper into the ship, and you are under the effects of the Pass Without a Trace, the space around you is dark. No light seems to reach this area from the outside. And Priesta, as you have seen where Andy is descending stairs to follow deeper into the ship, one of those things that I just told you about comes over you. Would you like to describe what that looks like?
Sure. As we're following Andy, Freesta begins to almost like jerk forward in a direction and move herself back uncontrollably for just like a second. Just looks around warily and tries to just keep going as if nothing happened.
Great, roll me a performance check, please.
Awesome. 13.
Anyone with a passive insight of 13 or higher recognizes that something just happened. Except for Andy, who's asleep and not present.
Am I supposed to do what you're doing too? Is there a trap on the floor or something?
What are you talking about?
You just did the like you were dancing kind of.
Oh, so
Should
I
I do
just
that
got
too?
like a shiver. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Isn't we're trying our best not to wake up Andy, right?
For now, yes.
Okay.
And that note, where is she?
You saw her go down the stairs.
I followed down the stairs.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. As Andy walks down the stairs, Andy, let's get a little bit of what you're experiencing right now. You're muted. Yeah. So, as you're uh, as you're moving, that dream of a magnificent feast has begun to shift. You've eaten your fill, sated, content. But the room around you becomes a little colder. As the food eventually disappears, merriment and feasting diminishing like they do at a party, tinged in that strange, sleep-like disjointedness. People start to leave. Laughter becomes quiet. The glow around you has become this cool, dim light. But that's really all that you're experiencing right now. As the rest of you follow Andy, let me just unveil some of the map. Careful with how much I reveal. So, as you come down the stairs following after Andy, it's just enough time to watch her slip out into the rest of the ship.
Did she go through that door that we tried to get through last time?
No, that's a different door. You've not yet got there yet.
Okay, thank God.
I walk closer to the door because I want to follow her, make sure she's okay.
Continue. Following.
Okay. Let me just Unveil. Well, that more. You So that's what you immediately see outside of the door, but she had walked further. Do you continue to go along?
Yes, I'm running after her. I want to get next to her before she gets to that door.
Okay. So as you try and run after, I am going to ask for initiatives. As there does seem to be some spectral figures here that were not present in the daytime.
The 19 with disadvantage.
Okay, pretty good.
You have a disadvantage? Oh no.
Right now, yes.
Oh no.
This is going to suck.
Alrighty. To roll for Dill as well. Dill, buddy. Alright, and let's get some appropriate battle music.
Noodling music.
Alrighty, so now that we've got our combat started, let's get you a better visual of down here. As you can see that not only are there spectral figures that look almost bloated and drowned, there are others that seem to be like these mix between humanoids and octopus that are undead as well. And starting us off, he is going to just come a little closer. And as he's here, does he have the range? Alright, so Tala, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Thank you. 13.
Not quite enough. As the figure gets closer, you can see the spectral tendrils moving out of the way, and you can hear this sort of utterance of words, but you can't quite make them out, as it sounds like it's speaking underwater, so it's just burbling. And as that sinks into your mind, you're going to take 15 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Thanks, bye.
Krista, Tala seems to have frozen here.
No. Could I get past Tala in this little doorway bit?
Yeah, you can move past Tala.
Cool. I'm going to move 5:30. I want to get between this Ashwalker and Andy. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it, and I'll take 2 steps. Where's my dagger? There we go. Disadvantage. That's a 26 with disadvantage, Faye.
Yeah, that'll still hit.
Awesome. So that's going to be 6. That's 14 points of radiant damage.
Alright, and because you attacked in melee, you'll take 4 points of cold damage.
Take 2. That does mean I need to make a bloody concentration check.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Just fine. And I'll take another step. That's a dirty 20.
Alright, and that is 5 points of cold damage.
That is. Do my damage and then I'll do my concentration check. 10 points of radiant. And Hunter's Mark is fine. That's my turn.
Alright, our figure here is looking a little worse for wear. Definitely well past bloodied at this point. And with that, our other buddy is going to come here and is going to... And can he do it? Does he have the range? Nope.
Doesn't have the range.
He does not have the range.
It doesn't have the range.
He's gonna save that. He's just gonna dash. He's gonna move a little bit. He's gonna get right over there and just float.
Love that for him.
Alright. This drunken spirit, or not drunken, drowned spirit, that is next to you, Freesta. It is going to take some attacks at you. And the first thing that it's going to do is, as it moves forward with an attack, you hear this howling gust of sea wind. You can feel the biting of the salt air, but it chills as it tries to go for you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. 10.
That would be 12 points of cold damage, however, you are resistant to it.
Thanks. Concentration. Life is good.
Alrighty. Our next figure, as it's going to float over. Is going to do much the same thing. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, Freesta?
Me.
Because you're within the range.
It's a 23.
Alright, with a 23. That is 14 halved because you're successful down to 7, and then another half because of your resistance.
Whee. Concentration. He's fine.
Tala, you are unfortunately stunned.
Yes, I go. Yes,
Sounds good. Alright. That stun condition ends at the end of your turn. And then our last spirit is going to start moving. And does not have the range, so just gonna wait it out here. Del moves forward. And once they are there, Del is going to send out some Eldritch Blasts. And I still need to make that a rollable. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, that will hit. But that is a natural 1. Alright, so... that's gonna be... that there. And... Andy, on your turn, the only thing you can do is move.
Wait. So, am I, like, aware, though?
No, you are still asleep.
Cool.
But
Can I just pick a random direction?
you know that you want to get down.
Oh, okay, then I'll do that. Where can I go?
You've got...
Where's down?
You've got stairs.
Brightness.
Here. And
Stairs where the arrow is?
yeah, and the arrows point which way is down.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about opportunity attacks, Andy.
Cool. Yeah, they're my friends. We're good. Could I dash? Or is it more just a move, no action?
If you'd like to use your action to dash, you can.
Can I do an opportunity attack?
Against Andy?
Yeah, to grab her.
Do you have an ability to do an unarmed attack as an opportunity attack? Let me look at that real quick.
But like moving out of range.
Yeah, I know, but I want to say that you have to have a special thing for unarmed strike. Let me double check.
With a weapon or unarmed strike, so it's changed for the noodles.
Okay, yeah. You can attempt.
Cool.
Good luck.
What would I roll to try and grab?
If you're trying to grapple, it's against your strength DC, so Andy, you get to roll either dexterity or strength saving throw.
Dexterity or strength saving throw? Okay.
Yep.
Dex.
And
Oh my gosh.
for Freesta, that is going to be 8 plus proficiency plus your strength.
8
think she wins.
Would it be proficient? 8 plus strength is -1, so 7.
Plus 3,
Plus-
though.
Yeah, plus 3, so...
Yeah, let me just double check that it's got the proficiency.
It does say
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. 8 plus strength plus proficiency. So,
So DC is 12.
as Andy, you are moving. You aren't quite aware that you're moving because you're still in this dream. But in your dream, all of a sudden, you feel this deathly cold grasp around your shoulders.
I don't like that. Can I get out of that?
Yes, so you can use your action to escape the grapple. It'll be a remake of that
Okay.
save.
Awesome. I've been rolling. I think I rolled 2 2s in a row, so let's go for 3. Close. 2 1s. 18.
You're able.
Definitely meets the DC.
Yeah, you're able to escape that grasp, and as you move in your dream, you can see, in the distance, there's that comforting golden glow that you remember from the feast.
Yeah, I
What
want to get back to
sentinel
that.
affect this? When I hit with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0. Would
So,
succeed in a grapple count as a hit or no?
I'd say so. So you can't move, but you're no longer grappled, Andy.
Cool.
Wait.
Yeah, I move 1 square.
Yeah, you had moved 1 square because of the opportunity attack, and you're there.
Yeah. That was good.
Alright. Our squid spirit. The one that looks to be like cephalopod-like. Is going to move right past Andy. Doesn't seem to care. Goes straight for you, Freesta. With a 19 to hit.
Hit.
As these incorporeal tendrils reach out to grab at you, they go through your face, and you take 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then it's your turn, Freesta.
Awesome. That's a normal thing that just happened. There's so much going on. I'm going to take another stab at the one I have Hunter's marked. The little guy beneath me.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, because my life's a mess. That's +2 for the ring thingy. 18 to hit.
18 will hit. You'll take
Awesome.
6 points of cold damage.
He takes 7 points of radiance because I can't roll.
So, immediately what happens here is that the spectral body breaks apart and becomes that swirling torrential winds, except this time it expands much farther. It's going to be a full 15 foot. Centered around him. Andy, don't worry about this. However, Freesta, Tala, and Del all have to make constitution saves against that biting cold sea wind that this figure has now transformed into.
Jeez.
Unfortunately, Tala, that is a fail. Freesta, you succeed.
Thank God.
On a failed save... Oh, that's a good roll for me. On a failed save, you're looking at 21 points of cold damage. Half as much on a successful one.
Wait, how many?
21.
It's a balmy day here. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Yeah. Alright, so... Belle's doing fine. And that'll be... And anything else from Freesta?
Nope, that's my turn.
Alright, our other guy here, does he have the range? He does. Tala, can you make me a wisdom saving throw? Okay, with a 15, you're fine. Nothing happens. Alright, he can't do anything in his current form, but the other guy can, so he's going to load on in. Alright, and so as he floats around Freesta to come to you, Tala, this guy is gonna try and hit you. But a 10 misses. And with that, it is your turn, Tala.
Do I notice that Freesta doesn't seem like herself? Freesta. That there's something wrong.
Considering how well I've been fighting, I want to say no. I haven't placed an attack or anything yet.
Okay. Freesta, are we still not waking up, Andy?
I don't know. I feel like if we wake her and she doesn't get to go back to the room, she'd be really mad at me.
Yeah, but that affects me in what way? She won't be mad at me.
Yes, she will. She will be quite mad at you.
Then I don't want to do that. Oh, please! You look quite hurt. I would like to go ahead and use one of my wild shape thingamajigs to get into my chalice form.
All right.
I would like to go ahead and respectfully touch my friend. She looks like she's really hurt. I'm gonna do a 3rd level cure wounds using my staff on Freesta. Okay, that's 36 points of healing for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and... Uh-oh.
I want to double check something here real quick.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Okay, can we at 36 for now?
So before you utilize your chalice form,
You bitch.
do know that it requires the use of a spell slot.
Hi.
Whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot to restore hit points, you can, or another creature within 30 feet can regain HP equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. It's right there in your subclass rules.
Whenever I cast a spell using a spell slot that restores HP, so cure wounds.
You used it
I
from
cast
the
a spell
staff.
You bitch. Hold on. While holding the staff, I can cast one of the spells. So
It doesn't use a spell slot. You can cast the spell, but it does not use a spell slot.
You motherfucker. You know what? I already said it, so I'm gonna do it, and I am going to go ahead and use the Fey Restoration on myself. And heal myself for... wait. I can't use the Fey Restoration. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Then our other spectral figure is just vibing out over there. Is going to Alright, so as he moves past you, Friesta, would you like to use your reaction for an attack of opportunity?
Actually, I might as well, because that's been my turn, I completely forgot. I'll take a stab. That's 17 to hit.
That might be interesting in itself.
Alright, so 17 will hit. Which will stop him right there.
Yep, that is 6 points of magical piercing and speed reduced. And that means I can't use it on Andy the next time she tries to walk away.
And you'll take 4 points of cold damage from hitting this guy in melee.
Forgot about that. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's fine.
Alrighty. It is Dell's turn, and they will... Did they grab this first and foremost? Let me check. Okay, they did. So Dell will, draw from their waist, their short sword and take 2 attacks. At the one that just tried to approach them. That's gonna hit. And I believe that will miss. Nope, that just hits. Cool. Alright. But that's horrible damage. Bringing us to Andy. You still feel that, compulsion to move?
Yes. Okay, so brief housekeeping. Before I started sleepwalking, could you
Yes.
say I got a short rest?
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll some hit dice. I forgot that I got damaged yesterday.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll just do that. But yeah, I'd like to, dash. Because some icy thing's trying to, keep me from going places.
I use my reaction to do an opportunity attack to grapple her.
You can try. So, it's going to be, 8 plus 2 plus your proficiency, or no, It's 8 plus strength plus proficiency. I don't know where I got the 2.
Okay, so that's 12.
And then Andy, same deal. Either strength or dexterity, your choice. Gotta beat a 12. You get away.
That's a whole lot of interesting dice rolls today. Okay, great. So I get. Oh gosh, I have 60. Yeah.
If you dash, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Hi, buddy. 4, 5, 6, and then 6 more. I don't know if I go down or what.
You will go down. So I'm just gonna hide your token.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Paula, Friesta, Andy descends further into the ship. All right, and top of the round.
Is this the plan?
There's no plan. Improvise.
Our cephalopodic spirit is still going to try and strike at you, Friesta. More tentacles through the face. With a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is going to deal 17 point psychic damage. And then it is your turn, Friesta.
Cool. I've kept Hunter's Mark this entire round. I'm very proud of myself. That's cool. So I don't want to kill the other guys, because they're, annoying. I'm going to turn forwards and Hunter's Mark the guy in front of me. And I will take 2 steps. Disadvantage. Oof, that's a 14 to hit.
A 14 will hit.
Oh, great. That is 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh. 11 points of radiant damage. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Our other buddy here. Just gonna vibe. And this guy. Is going to disappear, as will the gust of wind that's around him. But our other guy over near Tala gonna try and take a hit.
Whoa.
18 to hit Tala.
Hey, I'm gonna do whoa. 16 does not hit. Oh, you know what? Yeah, 16. I should. Okay, you know, I'm shutting up.
So 16, I believe, is it meets it beats it?
No, my armor class is 19.
Okay, then you're good. And
is it the end of his turn?
That'll be it for his turn. Bring us
It's
to you.
my turn?
Yep.
Friesta, how are you looking health-wise?
I am looking about 63 out of 99.
Okay. I would like to try something stupid. No, that's not gonna really work, is it?
It'd be funny though.
Okay. Oh, would it? Where? What? Okay, I would like to. What level is this? Do I want? Yeah, I would like to conjure elemental. Okay, hold on. Conjure a spirit. Lift 15 feet animation for the duration. Wait, hold please.
Thing.
Do I still have to? It's a spell attack, right? You know what? Okay. How can you? Can you? Can we? Can? How do I want? Oh, it's probably going to be. Do you think it's gonna be where's the lightning elemental? Thunder elemental, lightning elemental. Lightning elemental. I don't see a lightning elemental. Am I being an idiot?
Hold on. You're using the spell?
Yeah. I was gonna try to create a token, but I don't see. I see water. I don't see lightning elemental.
It's air. You choose the spirit's elemental, which determines its damage. Air, earth, fire, water. So air does lightning damage.
Okay. And it's the creature in the emanation. Okay, okay. So that's oh, hello.
Hold on.
And okay, so that's my spell. I don't get to attack in this round?
What does the spell say?
Any attacks I make deals an extra 2d8 damage. But it does. Okay, so I think this turn I conjure it, and then next time if I attack it, if I'm reading that right. So as a bonus, go ahead.
You conjure the spirit, and then whenever a creature you can see that enters its face on its turn, you can force the creature to make the dexterity save.
It's actually conjure minor elemental. I'm sorry.
Conjure minor elemental? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I wouldn't have the token because you don't need that. You just have the emanation around you.
Oh, around me. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
The token is only when you do conjure elemental.
Okay. So and then so can I? So that's my thing this turn. So I don't attack, right?
Right.
Okay, so, and then bonus action, I would like to go ahead and do Shillelagh, and that'll be the end of my turn. Sorry that took so long, guys.
Alright, our figure C is going to continue trying to slam on Dell. Which will hit. Which will hit.
Can I take an op attack against him when you're done?
Yeah, for sure. Alright, go for your op attack.
Well, that's a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Or 6 points of piercing.
And
Did
you'll
your
take
thingamajig disappear?
1 point of
Uh,
cold.
It's on the Aleph guy above me.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sorry, how much cold was that?
1.
Do I take 1 or 0?
You will take the minimum of 1.
Damn it. See if I lose my hunter's mark over this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
swear
yeah.
to God. Just.
You just make it.
Just. That would have been devastating.
Alright. Dell didn't like taking the cold damage when they struck with their sword. And so they're just going to blip out of here.
Ouch.
As they do a little misty step. And so that's their bonus action, and action they'll send 2 cantrips at Alec B. Not 2 cantrips, 2 Eldritch Blasts, which is a cantrip, but words. And that's gonna be 2 hits. For that amount of damage. And Andy, you're just walking around underneath, following that pool.
Mhm.
Alright, this guy is going to start making some more burbling sounds, and Freesta, if you could please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, my favorite. That's a 50.
Ah, you're fine. And then it is your turn, Freesta.
Going to Booming Blade and stab this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe. Oh, I forgot disadvantage. Let me roll again. Oh, I'll take the. Oh, I don't get the nat 20. That sucks. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Great. No, I don't want to crit damage. Ignore that. Roll this, and then this, and then this. It's at 8 plus 7 numbers. 15 points of radiant damage.
He's down.
Cool. Damn it. Bonus action, I'll take a stab at the Ashwalker C. The one that I hit with the op attack.
Yeah, go for it.
So 23 to hit,
That hits.
or 6 points of piercing.
2 points of cold.
1 point of cold.
Alright. And anything else from Freesta?
My turn.
Alright, our figure here is just gonna whisper some things in Dell's direction. Meaning Dell needs to make a wisdom save.
Del. You're wise, I think.
Dell makes the wisdom save. And will only take half damage. Alrighty. Our Ashwalker B gonna try and hit Tala.
Whoa.
With a 22 to hit.
22 minus 2 will be 20, so that hits.
Which will be 8 points of bludgeoning and 3 points cold.
I'll attack him.
Yeah, if you want to op attack.
I'd love to. That's a 23 to hit for 7 piercing.
Alright, you'll take 3 cold. Alrighty. Thala, it's your turn.
Alright, you're going to kill this guy! Because I don't know about the extra damages my poor friend has been getting. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with my stick.
Okay.
That is 28 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 14 points of radiant damage and 15 points of lightning damage.
Okay,
Is
so
it dead?
immediately what happens here is much like before, the body bursts apart and becomes this swirling vortex of sea salt biting cold wind. I need the two of you to make me Constitution saving throws.
25.
15 for me.
Alrighty. That is 2 successful saves, meaning you will both take half damage. That's 16 points of cold damage, halved down to 8. Alright, anything else? Tala,
No.
don't forget to make your second con save against damage.
I did. I got natural 20.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Our lovely little sea guy is gonna make a slam attack towards Freesta. With a 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
3 points of bludgeoning, 2 points cold.
It's Del's turn.
Yep. I know. I was thinking about what Del wants to do.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Del is just going to stick with what worked, and 2 more Eldritch Blasts. And that's 2 hits. Andy's walking around down in the lower levels. And Freesta, it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to base step 30 feet, and I can get right about here. And I will use my longbow and take 2 shots at Ashwokasti.
You still have disadvantage because you are threatened. Well, you had disadvantage
I'd
before.
have disadvantage anyway. So
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I didn't. That'd be a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
I just don't want to be near him when he goes like supernova, you know. That's 18 points of radiant damage.
Cool. He breaks apart. Tala, I need a con save.
Hey, Tala.
Hi.
Ooh. That, Tala, that's a failure.
Yeah, I figured.
And, that's gonna be 20 points of cold damage.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Anything else from Freesta?
Take my second attack at the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Just right next to him, try and shoot him in the head. It's disadvantage anyways. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Awesome. That plus that is 14 points of radiant.
Cool. It's his turn. And, what does he want to do? He's just gonna try and thwap you with his spectral tentacles.
I don't want thwacked.
Well, you're the one that's right next to him. That's a 25.
25 hits. I'm within thwapping distance.
Yeah, 18 psychic from the thwap.
Oofed. Concentration. Damn it. You know what? I'm so glad I kept that going as long as I could. I think that was
Yeah.
amazing.
No, you really held it on there. It's great. And with that, this guy pops out of existence. Meaning I'm just gonna recenter that there. Tala, it's your turn.
Well, I would like to go ahead and move, please.
Alright, so that puts you back in the room. You're walking along a wall. So, because you had to move into his... Oh, nope, he can't do that because he's energy. That's right. Don't worry about me.
I would like to go ahead and heal myself. I'm gonna do cast Cure Wounds at level 5. Okay, that's 49 points of healing. I'm gonna get out of there. Okay, and then I'm gonna do
Wait, who did you put that healing on?
myself.
Okay.
That is going to be 15 points of healing for freestyle. Oh, and then I'm gonna do Fey Restoration. That's additional 5 points of healing freestyle.
Thank you.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. This guy disappears. And then it is Dell's turn, and Dell, I'm gonna shoot off some Eldritch Blasts. That's what they're good at. Two more hits. And that's enough damage for this guy to be done. Meaning you guys are no longer bound by initiative.
Running downstairs.
Yeah, I follow.
Alright, I need to reset Sirenscape because it's being a bitch.
Doing its
Do you
best.
remember you used to say, "God damn it, Sirenscape"?
You say that so wistfully.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then also that trumpet sounds wah 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 for like, that one's.
Miss sad trombone.
Yes, that.
I also miss noodling music, but Faye doesn't care.
Yeah, I really don't care.
Do, do you know that she did put noodling music and Kelsey missed it one time while we were on break? It was so sad.
That's devastating. That's like psychological torture.
Yeah, she's like, Faye was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on for you, Kelsey, but the Kelsey just was gone.
That's horrible. I hope you apologized. I doubt it, but like,
So while we're here, down here, I need to do a little modification to the map.
Yeah, because now Andy is like all wrapped up in seaweed.
No, because this map doesn't quite fit the vision that I envisioned.
so deep.
But when you get down here, before we talk about what the rest of you see, Andy,
Yeah.
you've been walking, and as you follow that golden light that you had seen, you felt briefly that chilled touch, but you were able to escape it before it fully got a grasp on you. But as you move towards that light, you see the door from the ship in that golden
Yay.
essence.
Perfect. Very excited. Fristo. She should be here. She would have wanted to be here. Oh. Her loss.
Her loss indeed. What would you like to do?
Open the door? Oh, okay, knock. I'll knock first. The regulation 3 knocks.
Regulation
Hello?
3 knocks. Much like before, the door opens for you.
Yes. And I'm looking back. Do I see Friesta?
You do not
Should
see
I close the door?
Friesta. All you see
Okay,
behind
I'll close
you
the door.
is this sort of gray blue, almost like you're looking at a storm cloud, but you're within it. As you're still
It's a little
kind of
concerning.
as you're still asleep. Not that you might know that, but
Right. No, it's a little concerning, but as long as I don't see her, she's gonna pull me out again.
yeah.
Chill. Okay, I'll go in.
All right. Then we will see what happens with that shortly. For the rest of you,
Right.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of modification. Alright, so that's there, and now I can just make this easy for myself. As the three of you, Krista, Paula, and Del, descend the steps. What's everyone's passive perception?
9. No, perception. 13. I have
19.
proficiency in that one.
What you would all be able to tell is that you don't see Andy down here.
Hey.
Though, Frista, you do see a familiar door.
And I'd know the direction Andy's in because of...
Mm-hmm. And Andy is behind that door. However,
Awesome.
as you are focusing on that, Paula, you would notice something else here. A sort of energy, a displacement in the air, in the opposite direction of the door. And as you look in that direction, you can almost see a face massive in the empty area of the ship.
Can you ping it?
Yeah, it's over in that area.
And the door is behind us?
Yep.
Um, please stop.
Hello.
Um, what's that? Do you see that big face? Was this here for last time you were here?
I turn around.
As you turn around, the energy sort of coalesces and creates this more corporeal form, still translucent like this specter, but it's a sort of coalition of the energy of this ship. And as it reveals itself, I'm gonna say we're gonna take our little IRL break here for a bit and return to a split scene of certain things happening. So, we will be
Yeah.
back soon. Alright. For everyone that's not Andy, I'm gonna ask for initiatives.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, don't forget.
Oh, come on.
We're not fighting
Don't
this guy,
stab.
are we?
You might. I'm not. Oh,
Yeah.
but
Andy's switch sides.
the real betrayal is yet to come.
Paula, you get to act first.
Freestyle, you okay?
Yes.
Why am I going first?
Because disadvantage.
Yeah, do I know that she's I still don't know that, right?
Since the fight and everything, she's had like the occasional little like twitch and shake.
Okay.
But you don't know
Okay.
like what.
Yeah, she might just
Why-
have
why-
something in her boot.
What?
I heard with a B, not a T.
God damn, no. It's a T. Boot.
Stop tooting! I would like to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at level 1. That is 30-20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 17 radiant damage and 12 points of lightning damage. And it's glowing.
Okay. Let me double check something.
No, don't double check.
It is a storm
So-
spirit, and you struck it with lightning.
The extra 2d8 only happens if you hit a creature that's within your emanation.
We're learning all kinds of new things today about Tala's spells.
And abilities. One of those is an ability.
Exactly. That was very important.
That's the end of my turn.
Sure.
Del, what does Del want to do? Firstly, I want to make sure that Del has the right amount of damage having been taken. Alright, and then they are going to do something. You know what? They're gonna try and make this a little easier for everybody. As Del attempts to cast this spell, the area fills with this sort of gleaming, glittering light that almost looks like the beams of a sun ray coming underneath the water. But unfortunately, it does not seem to have the intended effect, and disappears.
Well,
And now,
Embarrassing.
I tried.
oh, jeez.
But now it's our spirit's turn. And the first thing Spirit is going to do is cover some ground. Wait, hold on. Actually, no. The first thing that it's going to do is create this crackling energy that sounds almost like the ship breaking apart and the wind howling and let's get a line. And this is 10 feet long, so it can actually...
You mean 10 feet wide?
Yeah, 10 feet wide. It's a lot longer than what I have to make it. It's 120 feet. And it's actually gonna go for Del and Tala. So, unless... Can it... That's about 10 feet, yeah. Can it hit all of you?
Oh no.
It can hit all of you. Great. So I need all of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah, you got disadvantage.
I know, fair. That's why I said it. 25.
Okay. That's still a success. Alright, Del... That's a failure. Cool. So it is only Friesta that succeeds. And as this bolt of energy sort of crackles through, on a failed save, you are going to be taking 25 points of lightning damage, and that's going to be 20 points of necrotic, half as much on a successful one.
Thank God it's half.
Yeah.
Don't hear me.
5 plus 20
I
is
hope it was
45.
worth it, Andy.
Look, I'm having a good time right now.
I know you
Y'all
are, and I love that
Y'all
for
did not
you.
have to follow me.
Alright, and that's it for our spirit. Friesta, it's your turn.
Cool. It's a very normal thing that's happening to us right now. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast, and I'm going to shoot 3 beams at him.
Your first one has advantage,
Great.
which means
I
that
don't
it's...
have disadvantage.
Oh, that's right, because this is charisma.
Yes. Well, it's intelligence. I'm not charismatic.
Oh.
That's a 24 to hit, a dirty 20 to hit, and a nat 20.
Yeah, all of those will hit.
Is crit damage still max out 1 die and
Yes.
cool, so just 3d10 plus 10. That's 27 points of force damage.
Alrighty.
Bonus action, I'll try and shoot him with my longbow. Which will have disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
15 will hit. It's not hard to hit a
Great.
spirit.
The big boy. That's 12 points of magical piercing.
Alrighty.
Is there any way I can get cover?
You can move behind the staircase.
I will move behind the staircase. I'll move like here.
Okay. Paula,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
I'd like to activate my wild shape and turn into a chalice form.
Great.
And I would like to then cast a mass heal.
Okay.
I would like to. Okay, mass cure wounds. Using my spell slot.
Alright, so that's
Okay, so
37
that's
to everybody.
37. I'm going to go ahead and heal myself with
Man, I wish I had push to talk
Okay,
on for that
13.
thunder.
13 for me. Okay. That really sucked. That is the nope. I'm going to move. I'm gonna move right there. Thank you.
Okay. Dell is going to follow suit after Freesta, and they jump over the side of the stairs and just sort of hide. They're breathing a
My
little.
hiding space.
There's not many places to hide on a ship.
Means if he finds you, he's gonna find me.
Well, I'm not standing out in the open like Tala.
Fair enough.
And Dell is just going to do a nice little they're gonna cast a blur on themselves.
Howard.
Yes. And as this happens, let us quiet this down for a second as we visit with Andy in the office. As you're standing here looking around, it is in that golden light that you remember, comforting, warm. There's the maps all over the place and a figure. He's sitting at the desk, writing something or drawing something.
Hi, again.
He looks up. I'm sorry, have we met before?
No, I tried to meet you before, but failed miserably. I was drawn. Does his voice sound like the voice I heard yesterday with like the way to go?
A little bit, yeah. Even if he doesn't seem to be showing any sort of recognition, you recognize that voice. You've heard it before, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was following your voice directions to this place. What's your name? My name's Andy.
I'm Tristan Coley.
That name ring any bells?
Roll a history check.
Oh goodness.
Yes, you have heard the name Tristan Coley before. A famed cartographer that had gone on many adventures across the different realms.
Oh, you're that famous cartographer who did all the cool things. Like, do I remember how the person and story ended?
Disappeared.
Hey, I found you. Did you know you've been like lost for a while?
Yeah, I didn't, time... I don't know how long I've been wherever I am.
That's fun. You wanna? This is strange. So you don't think that you know me, even though I heard your voice in my head, right?
I've had a few visitors come by and explain similar phenomena. I think there is some... With where I am and how I'm kept here, there might be a part of me that calls out to others that might be seeking for something.
Do you want to get out of here?
I don't know how.
But like theoretically.
If I could leave, I'd like to.
Okay. Maybe we can just walk and talk then. I'll kind of like guide the thing. Do you want any of your charts?
I cannot leave this room.
Are you sure?
I've tried many times.
Let's just try again. Or as less as like repercussions that I should know about.
I do not know that you will be able to return to this place.
I did. I was here yesterday, I think. Wait. Am I dreaming? Still?
You don't remember waking up.
kind of weird. Let's try this. If this is my dream, I think you should get to it.
Okay. As you go towards the door, you begin to hear something from the other side. It sounds like fighting. Roll an insight check.
Oh gosh. Do we get another low roll? That's pretty low. 14.
14. Pretty average roll. I'd say at this point you know that you are awake. Kind of like in that state you were in yesterday. But you recall that as soon as you left the room yesterday, even though it was not by your will, this place disappeared. You don't know if you'll be able to make it back, as it seems that you had slept all the way here.
Good. That's comforting. Well, they'll probably be pissed at me later. Hey, could I push you out and like stay in the room myself? Is that possible?
You can try, but I do not believe it will work.
Could we teleport? Try that.
If you wish, but if we leave, I cannot bring you back. At least not consciously. I do not know what brings people here.
Okay, but the point is to get you out.
But I've tried leaving. And if you teleport and I cannot leave, you go and I stay.
Are you physically here?
I am in whatever this place is.
It's a ship. Does that help? Was this your ship? I'll kind of do like a minor illusion. Is this like your ship?
I traveled upon it, yes. But I don't know how long it's been.
Cool. Where were you trying to go?
I was documenting there is something in the never-ending oceans of Wildewitch.
The cold. Starts with initials of MF. That one?
No. It's known as the Tempest Vein. It is...
This vein?
The Tempest Vein, yes. It's a current, but unlike any I've ever seen before. This one changes, moves, resists any sort of mapping, almost as if it is some sort of living being.
Got it. Okay. Is it related to the what's the Titan who is over Solaris? That guy?
Potentially. But it's not the same.
Yeah.
In fact,
Same. Changing situation. Okay.
I think this is an entirely separate entity from any of the Titans, though it definitely can bring you to any of their realms, should it be in such a whim to do so.
Could it be not changing? Could it be stilled?
Only by some great efforts. Something that would freeze all of Wildewitch. As long as there are oceans, this creature, this current moves, and unless the waters entirely were frozen, it would continue to move, I believe.
Okay, awesome. So if it were to freeze, is this thing like key to like all life on a core? Like how centrally placed is this ever-changing tide?
It's not placed at all.
Well, like metaphysical, like the life of the veil.
I don't know. if it is Life of the Veiled, that part has been forgotten. I recently only learned of the Tempest, or at least recent in my experience of time.
Yeah, understood. Hmm. So, do you think the creature is like sentient? Could we, do you think?
Potentially.
We just swim out into the ocean and go, hey, yo, Tempest Vane,
I would not,
greetings. Oh,
I would not go without any sort of protections. The Tempest Vein
like,
cares not for whatever obstacles lie in its path.
uh, so it's like trying to go catch a stallion and go, hey, you're in danger, and it goes, no, and then it like clobbers you to death, that kind of a thing?
Not quite. It's like catching a wind. And if you have a paraglider, you could ride it. But if you just jump, you will hit whatever obstacle that wind carries you to.
And how might you sail the Tempest?
Watercrafts. Or perhaps animals that are native to the depths.
Okay. But not dolphins. We can do anything but dolphins. Okay. So, why did you study this? Seems kind of
Fascinating.
random. Well,
I've charted many courses over the different veils, and I've never seen anything quite like this. And it's resisted attempts of being accurately mapped, and I wanted to try.
could I look at your maps? Like your latest, most up-to-date version for funsies?
Sure. And he'll
It's
let you look at his maps. Though again, you don't know when the last time they were accurate. So
fine. It's fine. Wow, your handwriting is, wait, is he a good handwriting or bad?
he does have really good handwriting.
That's very impressive. I can even, like, all these little tiny details and stuff. Okay. Um, well, it seems like odd. Well, I feel like I'm gonna be like your messenger into like the new world here. Do you have any people I should talk to?
Not really. A lot of acquaintances, but no one really close, not when I traveled as often as I did.
No pets. Nothing.
But if you could get word that I am, at least I'm not dead. I don't think I am.
So who? Is it like a cartographers association?
Just anywhere. The people who need to know will discover, but that's really all I can think.
Cool. Um. So this Tempest. Do you know anything about the Mother Frostmourne at all?
Very little.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
her domain, I could tell you that.
That would be good. I think we know where it is, but that would be good.
It is called the
Because I'm
Still
told.
Mirror Expanse.
Still mirror?
Still.
Yeah. Okay, still mirror, like you see reflection.
Yes.
Okay. That's fitting. Do you know, like, we know it's very cold, but like besides that, like so like a beach or something.
The same you'd find on tundras. No sand, but rocks and ice.
Awesome. Hospitable. Cool. Have you ever met Cheery Ben?
No.
Oh, sad. He hates us. It's great. Anyway. Okay. Did you learn about any buried treasure that I can go find?
Not in Vale del Cora.
Look, we've been in a lot of veils. I'm sure we'll see more. If anything come to mind. Any your bank account numbers?
Does not have a bank account number that he will be willing to give you.
Bummer.
But
He doesn't need it.
he will show you a map of a treasure map.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's on Vale de Mortalis.
It's easy, hopefully.
Okay.
It's not by the Dracolich, is it?
You don't know.
Oh, okay. Question mark map. Open one on failed to look
It's
out.
not
Okay.
in Corpsemere, but there could be another Dracolich.
Right. Okay, well that's something. Okay.
Yeah. But
Fun.
do you go through
Okay.
the door?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bye.
And as
See you never.
as he gives a nod of his head, I would like Andy to roll for me an initiative as you join into the battle.
Sure. That's bad. Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Our Tempest Spirit moves forward. And will move towards Tala as it can see you, Tala. And so as it closes distance on you, Tala, it's going to slam its fist down upon you.
This wasn't a good spot.
The 16, however, misses,
Yeah.
but the 20 will hit.
I can do whoa. Yeah.
And that'll be 23 points of lightning damage. And Friesta, it's your...
Shocked.
You would see Andy. Now, Andy, do you remember... Keep in mind that you would only have whatever you fell asleep in.
Oh, good. I have a map, though.
You do not actually have the map. You only have the memory of it. You can put it in your drum, though.
Okay, I'm holding my fist and I go, ah! And I'm in, like, my sleep clothes. Shit.
Do you have any weapons?
Do I? Sleep clothes. Probably I have my pants and my vest. So in my pants I'd have my hidden dagger.
Okay.
But like, and my pouch probably. But no, nothing else. Let me see if there's anything else that would make sense. I'd have my wing on since I'm not allowed to take that off.
Okay.
I think I just have the one dagger.
At least you have something.
Sure.
I'm going to move away from Phil just a little bit, like over here. And I will...
Bill takes an opportunity attack to grapple now. Yeah, so you move over there. Oh, look at your health.
I'll do... Exactly. No one heal me, no one damage me. I'm perfectly fine as is. The Eldritch Blast towards the big boy. It is a 19, a 23, and a 16.
All of those will hit.
Awesome. That is horrible. That's 10 points of force damage. And bonus action, I'll take a shot. 22 to hit for 10 points of piercing. And this, like, stuff in the middle, all the crates and all that, would that also count as cover?
I'd say you only have partial cover there. I'd say half cover.
Okay, I'll take half cover here. That's the end of my turn.
Andy! You see this massive spirit of, like, crackling energy that stands towering over Tala, filling the space of the ship. What would you like to do?
Hi. Why are we fighting this thing? Can we leave?
It's
You're
kind
muted.
of in front of the staircase.
Ah. Okay. Fake question.
Answer.
I don't need a spellcasting focus to do verbal somatic stuff, right?
Right. As long as the arcane focus is for replacing certain material. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Well, lucky for me, bard spells are largely that. Can I do dissonant whispers? Oh, it's verbal. Hell yeah. Okay, that thing owes me a wisdom save, please. Oh, I'm missing spells. Good. Love that. That sucks.
As your spell reaches across the space, you see for a moment the energy, this lightning crackle through as he resists using a legendary resistance.
Now flip him off. That was rude. Is there another way out?
You'd have to go past him or climb over the debris to get to the other staircase.
Okay. That's doable. Okay, that was my action. Bonus action! Oh, I could have done that. That was dumb. That's okay. Bardic to Tala. I don't know what we're doing. We
Alright.
can leave though.
Surviving.
Alrighty.
I'll move kind of, what? 1, 2, 4, 5. I'll kind of move over here by Dell.
As you move near Dell, it is gonna come to the top of the turn order with Tala. What would you like to do, Tala?
I'd like to rage.
If only you were a
Oh,
barbarian.
no. Really, I don't. I would like to. Okay, I'm 50% of my health, but we have Andy.
Yeah, you've got Andy. It's all gonna be great.
Yeah. I don't want to roll with a No, you know what? I would like to go ahead and try to do guiding bolt with the disadvantage. Does 30-20 hit?
Yes.
That is going to be 15 points of radiant damage, and it's glowing.
Okay.
Correct. And as a bonus action, I would like to cast Shillelagh. And I turn to, well, I kind of tilt my head and go, rotating! That's it.
Okay. And let me just... do that there. It's Dell's turn, and Dell, Dell is going to Eldritch Blast. And misses on the first one.
Advantage, right?
Oh, that's
We go
right.
with the advantage?
I forgot the advantage. That will turn the first one into a natural 20. And the second attack will hit. And that'll be that amount of damage. And that brings us to our spirit's turn. And, can it... Does it got the range? Yeah, it can hit both of you. So that's gonna be one fist towards Tala, one fist towards Del.
Whoa!
Alright. I don't think Woe is gonna help Del here. Because that's a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Alright, so that brings that down to a 30, which brings that down further by 5 because of the Woe. So it's still... So a 25 is still gonna hit Del, who takes that amount of lightning damage, and that Del can't... There's nothing Del can do for that. And... Del is physically incapable of... No, because it's half the DC, it's 16. So Del can make that save, or attempt to, for concentration.
I can give advantage to Del
Okay.
with silvery barbs.
What's he concentrating on?
Blur. Not anymore. And then on the attack against Tala, that is going to be... If my dice will roll. Oh. A 19 to hit Tala.
Pizza, pizza!
For 22 points of lightning damage. And then Freesta, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to Hunter's Mark this guy, and I'll take 2 shots. At disadvantage. That's 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Awesome. God, I hope so. That plus that is horrible. 10 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty.
And then that's a fail. No, that's a nat 1. That's a miss.
It is a big miss.
I'm surprised that's my first nat 1 considering
Things.
25 disadvantages I've rolled with, you know. Very proud of that. That's my turn.
Alright.
I laugh at Del when his blur comes on. That's it.
They shoot you a look. Alright, our Tempest Spirit is starting to waver. Like, it's not holding as strong as... Andy, we come to your turn.
Oh goodness. Okay. Yikes. I don't like this. Could I? That's gonna miss. Could I just take out? Oh, I don't have my wand. Ugh. Should I send Vicious Mockery over at him? Can he give me a wisdom save, please?
For sure.
I'll call him a hot airbagged fool. Yep.
That's a 25.
He's fine. I'm annoyed. It's my action. Bonus action. Hey, Freester. I'll give Freester Bardic. You doubt it. That's it. Wait, am I moving? Hold on. Sure, I'll just kind of move next to Del. Hi, Del.
Alright, that is on the staircase, so,
Oh, can I jump down the staircase?
So you wouldn't be able to get onto the staircase. You could be, like, where Del is standing, it's, like, halfway there, so he's, like, kind of pressed up against the staircase.
I see. I'll just go up behind him. Hi, Del. Behave.
And, Del gives a nod. And Tala.
Don't listen to Freester. You're doing great.
Okay, you guys are doing great. Keep at it. I would like to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself, level 5. Okay, hold please. Okay, so that's 60 points of healing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do, because I have the chalice form. That is going to be 11 points, 16 points to. Wait, Shay, are you still at 69?
I'm still at 6. I think Del needs, like...
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heal Del.
16, you said?
Yep,
Alright, cool.
that's the end of my turn.
Del is almost halfway to health.
To hell or health?
Health.
Oh.
So, like...
Okay.
Oh yeah, both. It's going to then come to Del's turn. What does Del want to do? Del wants to call their mom.
You should.
Mom, pick me up. I don't like it here.
Everyone's drinking.
Del's gonna send out 2 more Eldritch Blasts. There's only so much that they're good for. Combat is not one of them. 1 miss, 1 hit.
Do they not get 3?
No, they're... That... Oh yeah, it's 11!
3.
I know my cantrips. Nope, that's a natural 1. There's a reason why I was only remembering 2 of them, even though only 1 of them hit.
Well, I forgot I had the cantrip all together until about 10 minutes ago, so...
So, our Tempest Spirit, comes back to you, and as it crackles with energy, and rage, I forgot to see if it got this thing back.
I don't think it does.
It's a recharge, and it didn't recharge. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do this. It conjures some of the energy, coalescing it into this sphere of...
Is it a spell?
No. Into this condensed sphere of energy, and is going to throw it at Andy.
Silvery barbs.
That's so good, because that was a natural 20.
Yeah, that's a silvery barbs advantage to me for my death saving throw, please.
That's gonna be 25 to hit.
That's
Yeah.
-2, so 23.
It doesn't matter. I don't have any armor on. It really doesn't matter.
That'll be 15 bludgeoning damage and 9 cold.
Awesome. Okay, let's You're chilling. That's only a third of my health.
And then we're gonna get a slam of the lightning fist down on Tala again. With a 30 to hit Tala.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 20 points of lightning damage. As Friesta,
Thank
we
you.
come to your turn.
Cool. 2 shots. Disadvantage. That's a 30 with disadvantage, Faye.
Nice!
That's damage. That's 15 points of radiant.
Alrighty.
And that is a nat 1 again. I believe misses.
Okay. Anything else from Friesta?
No, that's my turn.
Andy, it's your go.
So has anyone tried to stab it?
No,
No.
we're not suicidal.
This is a really bad idea. I'd
Do
like
it.
to take out my dagger and go up and try to stab it.
Go for it!
I will use Vengeful Strike as I do this. Just this, I have some reasoning behind this, and I have advantage because of the thing. Vengeful Blade, sorry. So it's a dagger. Oh my gosh, +6. I regret my choices. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so it takes a total of 7 non-magical damage. And well, hold on. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'll use a bardic to do defensive flourish, so I maybe die
Can't
less.
you maybe do shadow depletion?
Yeah. I'm getting there. Don't.
Sorry,
I got
sorry.
five things. Okay, 5 to him, 5 to
Radiant's
AC.
just panicking. It's fine.
That's fine. That's fair. 2d6. 2d6. Yeah. That's iffy. 8, and then I get 11. No, I get 12 to him. Okay. And now for the spell part, which I can never remember what this stupid is. 2d8 now. Yeah. Okay. 2d8 of necrotic. That is average. Okay, and 9 necrotic. And now if he ever thinks bad thoughts about someone, he gets more damage.
I don't think that's
Hee
the exact wording.
Ish. Plus or minus.
I can look up this spell. I have access to your character sheet.
Look, yeah. Okay, it's whenever he makes an attack or casts a spell.
Okay. Paula, it's your
Doesn't
turn.
have to hit anything. Oh,
It is my turn. It is my turn. It is my turn. My turn is going to be.
I can tell Radiant
Yes, I'm going to.
panics because the different voices come out.
Different voices come up. Yes, I would like to go ahead and cast guiding bolt with the disadvantage, level 2. Oh, that is 30-20 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 16 points of radiant damage, and it is glowing. And that is the end of my turn, please.
Alright, Dell gonna try and do what Dell does, which is Eldritch Blast.
Advantage.
Advantage on the first one. That's another natural 20. That's another hit. And the last one is another hit. So 3 hits, one of which is a crit. And the spirit breaks apart. And as that happens, Freesta, that sensation inside of you disappears.
Thank God.
And you guys are no longer bound to initiative.
Yes! Dell! Thank you! That's... Holy smokes! Is everybody okay?
Oh, I'm running down the stairs. Can we talk about this
Alright.
later?
You mean up the stairs?
Whatever.
Alright.
Away.
I should try to grab her!
No, I agree. Let's get out of here.
Come on.
But I know
Okay,
where
I'm
she's
fine.
going. I have like
I'm
a
talking to you
tracker on
guys.
her at this point.
Okay.
I should
Yeah,
dispel
I
that
follow.
stupid thing.
Don't.
Do it.
What harm does it do?
Just, yeah. It's
Get
like the little.
kidnapped like every second week.
Was it kidnapped? I don't think I was kidnapped. I was.
This
What was
one
I
was
doing?
like a full kidnap. Like a diet kidnap, you know?
Alright, so
Giant
eventually
kidnapped?
you guys can get off the ship and back onto the pier.
It's this ship.
I don't know, man. I didn't ask that. I should have asked.
Why you were sleepwalking, Andy? Are you okay?
That was
what?
a little adventure. Yes. We decided
I'm
not to wake, or I
mostly fine.
decided not to wake you.
I appreciate that. I got to talk to Triton. No, Tristan. What's his name? Tristan. Triton. Something.
Tristan Coley.
Christian. I talked to this famed cartographer guy, and he fun fact, he's trapped there somehow, which I don't fully understand. And he subconsciously reaches out to people and is like, hey, come over here.
That's
No
creepy.
idea. Yeah, it is. So he was researching a thing called the Tempest. I took notes. I just haven't looked at them yet. Tempest Vein.
Tempest.
Yeah, and it seems like that would be a really good target for MF to try and still to freeze. Oh, and her domain is called Still Mirror Plane
Expanse.
Expanse. Oh, and I didn't write it down. And I got a treasure map.
Where's your map?
And it's in my brain. Because apparently